Put your hands up.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Openly Guarded. I am your host, Dimples, and thank you so much for joining me again on another episode of The OG. Okay, I'm trying to work that in with us. For the newbies, I'm trying to work that in with us, but I think I should call us The OG. A couple of people refer to us as The Garden, but I think I want to call us OGs because OGs represent so much more than people give them credit for. They're wise beyond their years, and the ones that we represent show what they know, and they share lessons, and they become teachers. So I'm gonna call us OGs. But welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Openly Guarded. And today I want to talk to you about something that I am currently going through. And you know, with all of my episodes, they're about real life, real lessons, and real growth. And when it's me and you, I'm talking about what I got going on. And when there's a guest, we're always talking about what they got going on. So today it's me and you, and you know, those are my favorite times. So without further ado, I want to talk to you about the question that has made me rethink the entire way that I view growth and the way that I see myself growing and the way I want to see myself continuing to grow. Not so much who you are, but what exactly are you practicing? I know myself right now, currently, I am practicing trying to keep a cool head, trying to focus on my faith, focus on my craft, focus on networking, communicating with people, things that I still have no idea that that's exactly what I'm practicing on every day. But what are you practicing on every single day? Whether you know it or not, you're practicing something. It could be forgiveness or learning, or maybe you want to read more. Whatever it is that you want to do or you want to grow, you need to practice it. It needs to become a daily habit of practice. I want to become not one of the best podcasters, but a very good communicator and a pretty good author. So I need to practice conversations. Sometimes I find myself frustrated. Sometimes I find myself overstimulated, just like you. But it's very, very, very important not to allow yourself to quit. Discouragement, it happens. And people say, don't get discouraged, don't feel. You can't help the way that you feel, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to create this space, because you can't help the way that you feel. You can help what you do about how you feel. Sometimes I get discouraged because I'm not the best communicator. I'm not the best author. I'm not the best filmer or director. Sometimes I need help when it comes to direction, telling a story, beginning, middle, and end. I tell stories off of passion, off of emotion, off of the thrill of what I'm going through at that very moment. And sometimes it works for people, and other times it doesn't. And I haven't made it a very long career path of mine to find out what fits other people. I kind of came into social media being exactly who I am. Silly, quirky, funny. Some people think I'm cute. That's fine. I like to dress, and I like to change my hair from time to time. And that's just who I am. And for a long time, I didn't think that that was good enough. But in those endeavors, I found myself practicing. I found myself practicing how to do my hair, or what hairstyle fit my face, or what outfit fit my body. All those things took practice. People see me now and they say things like, wow, you're so attractive. I love your outfit. And all of those compliments are very appreciated overly. But it took a long time for me to get to where I am. And it's going to take a long time for me to get where I want to be. But it's going to take me practice. I'm going to have to be consistent. I'm going to have to be consistent in my efforts of practice. And I know that might sound a little bit confusing, but I get it. And I hope that you get it too. Today we are talking about what are you practicing every day? And I told you what I'm practicing. I gave you a little drum roll of what I got going on. And it can get a lot. And I'm sure whatever it is that you're doing that's new to you, or even if you've been doing it a while, it can still get a little frustrating, but we have to practice. And I wanted to avoid using the word perfect in this episode because I know that a lot of people that I counsel and a lot of people that I talk to deal with issues of feeling like they need to be perfect. So I try to avoid words in terms like that. What I like to say is enhance or level up or getting better or developing into a better version of self. Because with practice, you can do that. Nobody wakes up and becomes an amazing speaker or an amazing painter or an amazing pastor or even a comedian. Anything that is great takes practice. Sometimes we listen to people who are like, they look like they just came out of nowhere with that. And that's their stream, that's their vision. So somebody might feel like that about you. Somebody might feel like that about me, but none of that matters. The only thing that matters is that you consistently practice what it is that you want to do. Right now, I am practicing having this conversation with you on film, with these lights, with people watching. It can be intimidating. It can be scary. I could feel like people are judging me, but I can't let any of those thoughts and those emotions allow me to stop myself from practicing. When you practice, you become better every time. When I film, I notice times where I may look away or gauge away from the camera. I don't like that. So I'll go back and I'll say, hey, this time when I film, I want to make sure that I'm consistent with my eye contact. I don't want to be in the air or on the ground or off to the side. I want to focus on you. And I want you to know that I'm here with you. So every time that I approach the camera and every time that I speak to you and every episode that we launch, my goal is to get better. So if you see something and you feel like, hey, look, feel free to let me know. I'm an open book and we're still growing. This channel is about real life, real growth, and real lessons. And that's what we do. So in real life, mistakes are made. They happen. We're human. And being human is a big part of what I want to show you. So I may go back and I may edit things that I feel like are unnecessary or talking points that I feel like you may not need to hear. And times where I just drag along a little bit because I miss you guys. It's my fault. But it's very important for me to communicate to you that I'm learning and I'm growing. And everything and every day is a lesson. And practice and consistency help me curve my character. Your environment is a classroom. My environment is a classroom, whether that be your job. I honestly look at it as where you spend the majority of your time. It could be home. You could be a streamer. You could be an author. You could be a writer. You could be a promoter. Whatever your field is, wherever you spend majority of your time is your classroom. It's teaching you different genres of music and certain conversations you may or may not entertain. It's consumption on one level or another, and you should be very, very aware of what it is you're consuming, whether it's music, whether it's what you're watching or what you're listening to. Shout out to the audio. But it's very important that you focus on what you consume, food as well. You focus on what you're consuming, which is why my goal is to feed you knowledge and wisdom and what I got going on, which is practicing my everyday habits, trying to become better so that I can shape my craft into something that I want to be able to demonstrate for others or teach others. I ask you, what is something that you're practicing every day? And feel free to let me know in the comment sections. Emojis are greatly appreciated here. They cheer me up in the comment section. Sometimes it can get a little, yeah. I just really want to thank you guys for being here with me so far. I want to let you know that something that I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but I knew eventually it would, because I take on a lot of hats. I take on a lot of jobs, just like I was saying, for our fellow, not really, but you know, DDG, he does a lot of different things. Beyonce, she does a lot of different things. There's a lot of different people who do a lot of different things, and I hope to be one of those people who can handle doing a lot of different things. If you go down, and you can laugh about it, and please tell me exactly how you feel. If you go down my timeline on YouTube, and shout out to the subscribers, you will see that I literally labeled all of our episodes 1 through 11, missing 10. I went from 9 to 11, and that was my bad. I'm just eager, but it was a mistake that I made because I'm human. I'm not a robot. Everything isn't AI. Some people are actually bringing you guys authenticity, and that's what I'm trying to offer. So now you can see my mistake in real time, because I cannot edit that out. It's permanent. But I want to let you know that I'm still going to film, and you will get that 10th episode eventually. And it's very important that I show to you and everybody who's watching that mistakes will happen. But you shouldn't let it allow you to quit. You shouldn't let it allow you to give up. I've cried 4 times trying to film this episode right now that I'm going to eventually launch for you guys. But it's not about how many times I filmed the episode or how many times I cried. It's about the fact that practice will get me exactly where I want to go. I need to practice a lot of different things, and I know that. Because what I want to do is not a small win. And I know that it's a long journey, and I'm here for the long ride. But I just want to let you know, if you are on a new journey, or you're beginning something that you've never been a part of before, or you don't have somebody to teach you every single step of the way, don't let those things be the reason why you give up. Because it's not a good enough reason why. Trust me, I've tried. It's not a good enough reason why. So keep going, and keep trying, and keep fucking up. Because I'm going to keep fucking up. We're human, and the goal is to grow. So I feel like if you get out there and you give it a shot and you try, and I'm going to put it in the blooper. I have to put at least one piece of what I've been through trying to film this episode for you, so you can understand the full definition of practice and how a consistent habit can shape your character, and your character can shape your future. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to shape my character so I can shape the future that I want to have, which is being an author, which is being a teacher, which is being a public speaker, which is being a comedian, which is singing karaoke sometimes. Those are all things that give me fulfillment, and they have nothing to do with anyone else majority of the time. And I think that that's a wonderful thing. I think that it's amazing that you can give yourself happiness. I think it's amazing that you can give yourself fulfillment, whether that's drawing or making a song or writing a poem or creating a film. If you can do that for yourself, you're already winning. Most people are so sad and they're so lost that they cannot have happiness unless it involves another person. And I don't say that to put shade on them. I say that to say I hope that they eventually find the love and the help and the support that they need and truly deserve. But happiness is your responsibility. And I say it like that because I've been telling you since my very, very first episode. Playback. Okay. Happiness is your responsibility. No one else's. You're supposed to be happy, and then someone comes along and they can add to your happiness. But saying things like, I can't live without you, or this can't work without you, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop that in 2026, because we cannot bring that in 2027. Not my OGs, Not my garden, not my squad. Here, we are here to learn and grow and move and blossom and teach other people. Each one teach one. You learn, you grow, you pass it along, pass the buck. You know, extend that ladder. And this is what Openly Guarded is truly, 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 truly about. You have to pardon me. I'm definitely going to check my notes for a minute. Okay, so we actually made it pretty far. I'm proud of myself. Now we are at the point of the episode. You know what time it is. And if you don't and you're new, it's time for me to give you the word of the day. And the word of the day, we're going to do consistency. Can we get... There it is. We're going to do consistency. Consistency is the ability to continue to do the same thing repeatedly, no matter what. No matter the loss, no matter the frustration, no matter the walls, no matter the limitations. To proceed and continue through and strive along and move and do the do. That is what consistency is. And that's what I'm practicing. And if you're practicing consistency, shout out to you. What up, twin? And so the book of the day is going to be The New Psychology of Success, and it is by... Okay, so the book of the day, I'm going to drop it in the bottom because I'm not going to bomb names. When I feel like I'm going to bomb names, I drop it in the bottom. Proceed. Thank you very much. This book is about your abilities not being fixed. Your limitations are based on your imagination. With effort and practice and consistency, you can fulfill every dream or hope or want you have. Any ambition, anything you feel that you have tenacity for, you can fulfill all of those things. But you must be consistent in your practice and in your efforts. And I know it's hard. Hearing the word consistent makes me just want to, And if you feel like that, welcome to the party. There's nothing wrong. But you must still move, even if you can't get over that feeling, even if you can't get over the emotion of frustration or what you can't understand. You have to try because you don't know for real until you try. There was a lot of things that I thought I knew with 1,000%, assured, like I just thought I really knew, and until I really tried to do it, I had to learn, like, some people just make things look easy. The movie of the day is going to be Karate Kid. Now there's two versions, and I've watched both, and if you've seen either or if you've seen neither, you should definitely watch it or rewatch it because it's the definition of what we're talking about. And maybe you can watch it with a set of fresh eyes, which is why I always refer movies. I know a lot of us are movie buffs, so it's like, baby, I saw it. Maybe if you watch it again after this conversation, you'll feel differently about it. My personal favorite is the 1980s version, the 1900s, and then there's the 2000s film. Shout out to Philly, shout out to Will, shout out to his baby, shout out to him making him an actor. He's such a good actor and a great musician. Sorry, got a little lost with the tracks. It's very easy for me to go side. But yeah, so that's our picks. And the reason why I prefer the 1900 version is because it just gives us a little bit more of the struggle. Seeing somebody else struggle sometimes makes you feel like what you're going through ain't that bad. Okay, take it how you want. So there was a part in the film where the kid, it's called the Karate Kid. So there's a part of the film where the kid gets fed up and he's like ready to stop working for, the samurai or whatever you want to call him. I want to call him samurai because samurais will have swords, but basically he was supposed to teach him kung fu. So the kung fu master, he was ready to stop working for him because he felt like every time he had to come by, he was doing chores and labor, and he felt like it had nothing to do with fighting, right? And I felt the same way. I'm like, you getting free labor out of this kid, please. But the day he wanted to quit, he pulled him to the side and he's asking him to do the things that he's been doing this entire time. And little did he know, he came to find out that these were actually karate moves. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, he's looking at it like, I'm going to walk in there. There's going to be a mat. He's going to be in a suit with the robe. And, you know, he's going to tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do that and I'll practice that and I'll get good. But instead, he had him come in there washing windows and cleaning laundry and just doing chores. So he didn't understand how it's supposed to accumulate to how he's supposed to be a great fighter or even to learn how to fight at all, which if you watch it, you'll understand. But eventually he finds out what he's been doing is actually a big contribute to what he's actually going to be doing in fights and matches and everything like that. But I'll leave the rest of the movie for you to watch it for yourself. But it's definitely the definition of consistency and just seeing things through and going through the struggle. Because a lot of times, and I'm people, don't want to go through the struggle. We want perfection. We want great things. We want our stuff to come out at 4K and great edits. And we don't want to talk about how long it's going to take. And when we do, we're assertive and we're mean because we're ignorant. I was ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Ignorance will cost you relationships, time, and money. And a lot of people that do this job, that do this production thing, they enjoy it. But if you suck out the fun, it won't be such a great process. So I say to you that if you want to do anything that takes practice and you want to be great at it, respect the people that come before you. Appreciate the advice. Take it when it's given, no matter how it's given. Because they're not doing it because they don't care. Because they get paid a lot of money to do what they do. So spending time with you or giving you extra advice so you can be better is a tip. It's something, it's like the cherry on top. So be gentle, be kind, be grateful, and be patient with your talent as they're patient with you. And I want to close this by saying I am so grateful and thankful to any and everybody who's been a contributing factor to this project, to everything that I'm working towards, to my hopefully near future. I'm overly grateful, and I don't always express it the right ways. I'm working on it. It's a practice. But I'm definitely going to, my goal is to show it, kind of like Tupac. I can show the appreciation better than I can say it, and my goal is not to quit and to become better in my practices and my efforts and show that with my gratitude and how I show up, how I'm on time, how I'm organized, well-versed, and appreciate their time in advance. And I hope that that will be enough. And if not, everything is a practice. And also, thank you for sitting here with me and spending this time. And if you're new or old or been here with me since I've been saying I was going to do this since 2023 and you have not quit on me, thank you. I appreciate you. You helped me continue to film and you helped me continue to... This is a therapy for me on another level. So you helped me just as much as my goal is to help you. I hope you know when we learn together, when we grow together, when we do these life lessons, whether I'm alone or I have a guest, it's all for us to learn together. Thank you, and until next time, my nose for a minute. Okay, so, lo siento, un momento, por favor. I thought I was on fleek, hold on. Okay, sorry. All right, so this part for me and my bad is so annoying. I've been so drummed up on everything else, and we did it with this part. I've been trying to film the same video for 3 days in a row now, and I'm feeling overwhelmed and very overstimulated, but I'm not feeling like quitting. And I think that's a big fucking deal. You're lagging a little bit, but I'm still proud of you.
Put your hands up.